Hello everybody, Ignatius Jackson, CPA PFS here. Thanks for tuning in today to this episode. And we're talking about estate planning today. Oh my gosh, it's an important topic. It's so important. If you fail to plan, you fail your family. I'm gonna leave you with that. We're gonna be right back in a second. All right, everybody, and we're back. Okay, so before the break, I said, if you fail to plan, you fail your family. Think about that. What does that mean? Okay, that's a very important concept, right? Why is that? We all die. There's only a few things in the world that are guaranteed. One of them is dying. We all die. We are not immortal, okay? All the immortal people were in the Old Testament. They're gone, all right? Okay, they weren't exactly immortal. But you know what I mean? Like, okay, we all are going to die. It's only a matter of time. So if you want to make sure your family's protected and that they're okay and they're safe financially and there's no issues with stuff transferring and stuff like that, one of the best things you could do is create yourself a great estate plan. Okay. Now, the question becomes, do you need to spend thousands of dollars to do it? For most people, no, you don't. Okay. So through Ignite Wealth Management LLC, we are now offering the ability to do estate planning. We've partnered with a company called wealth.com, and essentially what it is you can walk through a platform. They have an electronic platform online that you get to walk through. We do not obviously provide legal advice. We're not attorneys, okay? But we don't provide legal advice or anything like that. And there's someone on the team that will help you to, kind of go through and walk through the steps. And if you get to the point where you have a legal question or we need the advice of an attorney, we have attorneys that we'll work with that can help to provide that advice to you and help you guide you through that, okay? But it's a great tool that's available, helps to save you some money on creating a trust. So let's just say, for example, I kind of think of the ideal client for something like this. Anybody who is in that maybe under $2 million range of net worth, I think is a good place for something like this. You could obviously do it if it's above, if you're a little bit above that, but that's kind of the goal of where I like to keep people into something like this, is if your net worth is $2 million or lower. So if your net worth is $2 million or lower, I think something like this is perfect for you, okay? Depending on what type of client you are, sometimes access to wealth.com is included in our pricing. If you're a financial planning client or a investment management client, we'll just kind of include access to it for you. Certain clients, right? Kind of depends on a number of factors that in terms of whether that's included or not. But if you are someone who just wants to kind of pay for it, you're a non-client, and you're looking for access to a tool like this, then we have that kind of pricing as well. So we typically charge $750 for a single, if you're single, for just like a single estate plan, and then $950 if you're married. Okay, so if you're just kind of out there and you want to kind of do something like this, that's a good way to help save you a little bit of money on creating a estate plan. Okay, now what is included in an estate plan? So now that I got that pricing out of the way, because I know that's what a lot of people care about. They want to know, okay, what are you going to charge, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, here's what an estate plan is. Okay, there's 4 key things that are in any good estate plan. You're going to have a revocable living trust. Okay, you're going to have a pour over will. All right, you're going to have a durable power of attorney, and you're going to have a advanced healthcare directive. Okay, so those are the 4 documents you're going to have in any decent estate plan. All right, that's a good starting point. Now, if your net worth is getting close to the estate tax exemption, like $15 million individually or $30 million as a married couple, then you need to start looking at some irrevocable trust as well. But for most people, a simple revocable living trust is more than sufficient for you, okay? Now, if you have special terms and crazy things that you want to do with your revocable living trust in terms of your beneficiaries and stuff like that, you may need to go to an attorney to do stuff like that. You may have to pay that extra money to do that. But if you want just kind of like a simple, for the most part, vanilla estate plan, trust, and all those other documents that I mentioned, then this kind of tool or this kind of software is perfect for you, okay? So you basically, the reason why you save on the cost is you're doing some of the clicking, you're doing pretty much all the clicking actually throughout the process. You're making some decisions for yourself, and you're basically doing self-deciding kind of what you want to do there. And that's fine for most people. I mean, honestly, that for most people, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars to, have an attorney look at it. But if you want to, you can. So that's always an option. So you could get into it and see if you like it or not. If you don't like it, you could always go and have an attorney take a look at it for you. Okay, so this is an awesome opportunity to save some money and take care of the fact that you need to have that estate plan. So most people need an estate plan and they don't have it because it costs too much. This is an opportunity to get it. It's relatively reasonable on the cost, and you have someone that can help you along the way. Okay. Now we also partnered up with a company that can help you do deed transfers and stuff like that. So one of the things you have to do once you have the estate plan and the trust created is you have to fund the trust. So they'll help you do deed transfers. They'll walk you through how to change names, beneficiaries and stuff with your banks and other accounts you might have, all that kind of stuff. So just a great tool that kind of helps you on the way. So again, this is being done through Ignite Wealth Management LLC, and we hope that this is an interesting new offering that we're going to put out there. If you have any questions about it or you have any more feedback, go ahead and hit us up, leave us a comment, give us a call, or drop us an email. One of those 3 things is perfect. And if you have any other thoughts or questions, feel free to let us know. So hopefully this was helpful and you don't fail your family by making sure that you plan, right? Okay, so just keep that in mind. Failing to plan is failing your family. I'll leave you with that. Peace.
Ignite Wealth Management LLC is a financial services company that helps people integrate tax, wealth, and financial planning designed to simplify your finances, minimize taxes, and bring lasting clarity to your money and your life. Ignite Wealth Management LLC is a brand name and DBA of Arrowroot Family Office LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Registration with the SEC does not constitute an endorsement by the SEC, nor does it imply that AFO has attained a certain level of skill or ability. This content is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal, tax, investment advice, or solicitation. Past performance is not indicative of future results.